Hey, what's up, y'all? So today we're going to be talking about Mike Conley and his role in Orlando. As you know, Bojan Bogdanovic is going to be out for the remainder of this season and the playoffs. So one guy's going to need to step up, and I believe that guy is Mike Conley. You know, Mike Conley has been not very good this season. He started out really cold, and at one point I think he was shooting about 17% from the three. That was probably in December or January. But as of late February and March, the games that were at least played in March, Mike Conley was absolutely killing it with, I think, like 45% from the field and over 40% from three. That is amazing. So he was just starting to warm up, get used to the team chemistry and how the Jazz plays as a whole. He's finding his rhythm and his groove. And then all of a sudden this pandemic happened, which is so terrible for the Jazz, because I mean, it's terrible both ways. The whole pandemic has been just hurting the Jazz, and because of the Rudy Donovan situation. But this break could have actually been good for us. You know, we didn't know how long this Mike Conley thing was going to last for. It could have just lasted for maybe one or two more games, and then he could have been back to old Mike Conley like he was the start of the season, which was not good at all if you remember right. But I think this break that we have had allows Mike Conley to get more team chemistry with the Jazz and finally know his role here, and how to be utilized the way that Quinn Snyder and the rest of the Jazz team needs him to be used. So I think that's a big plus. He says he's feeling ready to be back. He's ready to get it back on the court. I know that I've heard that he is having a kid soon, so he might have to leave the bubble, and that might cause the Jazz to lose Mike Conley, but that will happen when the day comes for his kid, and we'll just deal with it then. There's nothing we can do about them. We just have to respect Mike Conley and his family. That's the number one priority here for him, because that's why he's playing. He's doing this for his family. You know, Mike Conley provides veteran leadership. He's been to the Western Conference Finals before in like 2012, around there. I'm not really sure when the last time he went that far in the playoffs, but in 2016-2017 season, Mike Conley was absolutely popping off. Mike Conley was averaging, I think, 49% from the field with 45% from the three. He only played 6 games that playoffs, but you know, playoff series is playoff series. He was out of his mind. He's been there multiple times, and he knows when to step up and take things into his own hands, and I think that time is now, because our second leading scorer in Bojan is not going to be playing with us, which really kind of sucks, because Bojan was crucial in a lot of these games, and he was doing really good, having an underdog season, one of his best years of his career, if not the best year of his career. But like I was saying, one guy has to step up. Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles in the playoffs hasn't been that great these past 2 years, maybe past year, because he was doing great against that OKC. He did great against Paul George. You remember that. But yeah, Joe Ingles needs to play good. Last season, he did not do good in the playoffs. Donovan Mitchell didn't do that great last year in the playoffs either. But needless to say, like, that was his sophomore season. So he's grown a lot as a player. Think about it, Dwayne Wade, he didn't win his championship until his third year. And hopefully that can be Donovan as well. But so this Mike Conley situation, back to that. Yeah, like I said, he was doing great in those playoffs seasons that he's been in. Yes, that was Memphis, the grit and grind era, but he's been there. He knows what to do, and he's comfortable in those situations. He won't be impacted by the crowd, because there will be no crowd, which will ultimately help him, like I said, be more comfortable in these situations. It's kind of like a pickup game, but with more stakes on the line and bigger reward if we win. So I think that's going to conclude this episode. Mike Conley was the main point of this, and hopefully we can get on track, and this time was used wisely for Mike Conley and helped him grow here with the Jazz. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and let me know if you want another one, or you know what, we'll be back. But anyways, have a good one.